watching me more call be the bar Badwam Jumedi so brass say yedi pensim mo e ebrewo baby bia wo na so he Jumedi no and ase nkwa na yede ema na say the ma affiliates mo boa mo so asene multitworld.com/streams na mo he o internet so ni na no yeda mo nyina ase mo he ama no ne Equatorial Guinea, Gabon, Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, Senegal, Liberia, Togo, and Benin, in the sub-region, there, you are moving our car baby. And then some penny for say they are drinking, and then to a tour, Ejumedi, and a day brewer, I drink to a tour, and a Benam Soma, you be a free media bois, a shapy policy. Now it's media bois more my gun and put to the Timia Conkai. And I'm a penny fire, and Saka on my Ejumedi, a day brewer, near tea. Yes, sir, any faso, and any brady kind of barbesa na ordinary yam so a boy to media. Ebenezer Atosam. Do on our friend baby and Saba, or no one managing editor now, 7 for penny at that new punch the Bocratano. Opening Aquaba. Bibi Aboko there. You. Sounds so and a normal Friday panelist, or no Mikrumuni or Muafa. And I thought he had the beside question. Oh, Kaba. Orago visa me out. MPP parliamentary candidate, the ma a soja man or a poeman of Yakaba. Just be a boko, dear. Oh, Kaba. And I'm a pen come over and say a slit. Oh, I couldn't put the intimate car. And I'm a pay Araji, Dr. Mohammed Baumia and Ananado, you know. You hear all the angles. What does he bring to the table? Dear no de ba or nimpre nusu ananado yinu. Binu se obi ti so piece appeal for say nanado sacho so ye na nye de na so no a party member nti he will be whipped into line so obekọ na akwa na ebinum kire se oba mfimpi mienu ni ngochirimu no wa ma ye hwe afa ma party na so no raba na sense woni omunya adwen san se uhwe madodo amampani kufo nya wo mfimpi mienu ene enan num na de toto ne ananado nya wo mfimpi mienu ni ngoche wo 3 northern regions o matifi pueni atoye no mu a nanado ne Dr. Baumia ade impoche amampani kufo ne Alhaji Ali Umama be sa ne man na ne ahwe enema sa ensem no ekoso sanso na yate ayehuhu se kane mampani Rollins wate ne party National Democratic Party and ukrebi omu ana na sususanso on the NDC say ampa ene de hen na afenso so no utility providers electricity ni water yen yede sa ne men ye adwuma o ye fiem ne monten so no me pacho omu sisi ana mo ka be se na otwe mienu miensa ni na VR4 de betu dwa se o power outages are over etwam kra it is a light duma yenko Greco any ECG4 eno ayete ya wo msi o sise yasan ya short fall chese eso asate it load shedding ntina wo ha na wonka ne ani dum no omwa yebekọ ne akọ na we nu nyina aba sanse Consumer Protection Agency CPA force wo mo ede ECG4 court wonka ne dum so aba bebrebe no ensema yebekasa na afi biometric ho nkomodi nso no yede abrel yebekọ MPP headquarters na yenkọhẹ ne yekọ so enra na MPP achitafo ene koma board pim asylum down headquarters na nanado Dr. Muhammadu Baumia for the second time running so onye ne running mate fimpi mienu ene du mienu abatoemu yedi nkan owura Jacob Echibilamte kasae wono national chairman edema NPP Alhaji Ali Umama so kasae sanso na Dr. Muhammadu Baumia ya ono ene yeyi no ono so kasae sanse mi yenko ni yekuti ye ba benefo atenase ye bedwenwen ho.
The party's constitution states that the running mate is chosen by the flag bearer in consultation with the National Council. Today's meeting was a culmination of that consultation process. The flag bearer had met many of the members of the National Council, most of the members of the National Council on a one-on-one or one-on-small group basis, culminating today with a final meeting. At this meeting, he paid tribute to the choices that he had, the recommendations that had been made to him giving him such a rich choice of people from whom to select his running mate. But having considered all the different aspects of the matter and considering what he needed to help him in delivering his vision and delivering Ghana from the problems where we are facing now, inshallah, he is elected the president of this country. He made his declaration and his choice was Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia was the running mate in the 2008 election, but probably more importantly is that the greatest problem facing this country is the management of the economy and using the economy to create the jobs that our young people need. And the flag bearer felt and was supported by the National Council that in that exercise, should he be chosen to be president, Dr. Bawumia was an excellent person, excellent choice to help him in helping to deliver a bigger economy that would create more jobs that would absorb our young people.
Well, it's we from our sister channel Joy News and yenya sa pictures we na ora Jacob Chibilamte national chairman. We Joy News SI and Alhaji Aliyu Mama, former vice president of the republic, and so Echichin Komo Yentieno.
The mood was fantastic. I referred this to the previous 4 years where they were heckling here and there, but this time around, everybody. Apparently, because when we met some few weeks ago, you know, that was the time people thought we were going to pick a running mate. You know, we said no, let's further do broad consultations, and this time around, everybody came on board. Thank you very much.
The campaign should not be based on Dr. Bawumia. Dr. Bawumia is going to support, help Nana to be able to win. So I don't think we are expecting Dr. Bawumia alone to be responsible for getting us more votes in the northern regions. Of course, he's from the north, and therefore maybe he has family, he has friends who look at him and want to vote for him. But the party itself will have to work harder in the north to get more votes. Dr. Bawumia will be supporting the party to get more votes from the north.
We are looking at professional backgrounds. The flag bearer is a lawyer of repute. Dr. Bawumia is an economist, a distinguished one as such. And in these days when he's gone into other countries on the continent, the experiences that he may bring to bear on the tickets will be profound and tremendous. So you have an accomplished economist, you have an accomplished lawyer. The areas that we have deficiencies in are in areas of rights that we should be affording to our citizens. As a country, we also lack many things in areas of financial administration, how to put our economy on the right footing. So I think on all fours, we have these powerful forces coming together, and I think they can only inure to the benefit of the party.
Well, I'm very elated that the party is at peace with itself, and almost everybody seemed to be satisfied with the decision made by the flag bearer and the subsequent endorsement by members of the National Council. We strongly believe that this ticket will win, and this ticket is a winsome ticket. And I am confident that the Nanado Bawumia ticket will claim the presidency this time, come 2012.
Well, and once again, by courtesy of our sister channel, and I second pictures. Finally, Yenkoti Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, and some or the two jano. But baby, my mission saying for you so before you call Dr. Bawumia, so no, wahu ni akoso ho wate ni asie obi be say na ohwe animu ana say obvious na na do be Dr. Bawumia
yo kabamdasi michia multi TV for viewers I'm saying the kind you are should say with my good in the political discourse nana so be choose Bawumia de so bia ka say na nani nda kwan a na obo obi kura onye politically highly aware and conscious no hwenke ka ho a na ekoso MPP newspaper publications ni speculations that every pointer showed that Sanye Bawumia and then you be akra it make us say the last summer it said nana episode in running mate di tujano eba people say even kwa no Dr. Bawumia the poster okita I was in Zimbabwe
or the ato
if you choba say enye no kre and then I'm saying is it Tuesday or so na that joy or lie several other web pages Bawumia returns to fight for the vice presidential nomination slot. He named himself vice presidential nomination. He am fighting for it. It is the prerogative of the flag bearer. Now, so we share the cost. I never Bawumia, I knew be. Maybe I became a corner beside, or rather than like to say, one about the running mate. I say, I know about a bear. It became so obvious, say, apart from Bawumia, and I was not even prepared.
They were only joking for what? Alaji MMD, Jaula, Alaji Haruna, Metro TV.
They were always in their time. They were always in their time. Manana, per his demeanor, per the outburst of his spokespersons, the MPP campaign team member, what they say on air, off air, every pointer showed that Anya Bawumia and me I'm surprising me cry. And I know on the point I will be a media person.
You know
say I did Anya Bawumia Kabasha Konko but I call about no say when him there about me what you say. We will not be
for you what do you make of it? A be make a difference be our party ticket, some fight for presidency.
A be making some difference in another version to making a difference. As I said, this ticket is known. This ticket came in 2008. They won the first one and lost the second round. Professor Mel's mandate said, or sign now we are to Abaman for the second time. If you follow a trend analysis, I'm ready since this fourth Republican Constitution started. For Ronnie's era, Kanye so a dictator. The government corrupt and so on. There was virtually no press freedom on your 2 terms. Kufuor by he did well, he did his bit, but or accelerate the pace of economic development and infrastructure. 204 he won, even though the NDC contested it in court. Rollins cry ebu for mercy say Argentina or concede defeat and so on. Into me who the AC can say Adom mercy so na no do be 1 term president, but Amafo Sufi say bia in their own estimation Mary's style of leadership and what they want. Utie the Jacob Bichebi Lamtekan or see what you see Bawumia so that he will come and expand the economy and create jobs and save from the bad management going on. Mati PCO appeal for this to say, even though he's not happy with the choice, he can't go against party decision, which is of course legitimate. But Ofi said this is the ticket that will rescue Ghana from the current hardship or move with. I don't see it that way because if really there is hardship, then the MPP shouldn't even have lost the 2008 election because then DC in opposition also said at the time there was hardship. And then in 2000, when there was clamor for change, the other thing too was that the NDC had run the economy aground, people cannot afford a square meter. So that thing has always been there. Utility bills going up, rent advance going up. It is all there. But
when people say ticket way will make any difference, and you don't bet me a winning election way.
The only difference it will make if you listen to Kojo Penny, I say, and your Baumyankwana, a bit me a year campaign. Now it behooves the entire machinery of the MPP to be brought on board to ensure, say, if it's a Novin was quite on power, they join up with him to do that. Obakaya, first say, somewhere in 205 or 203, between 203 and 205, President Gofo called Kumasi Zarikin Zongo, and no man Abudimbi say, Oman Farouk. Somebody know about Yadi Kasipa or Memha. But on hindsight, when the President Gofo didn't come at that time, I was because Zongo about Jameso. And be a year rally, quite cause Zongo see about yes, you will Zongo call, but it doesn't reflect in the vote. So maybe Mark say, oh, even though we know say MPP now quite the fact if enough, the Northern People's Party now, that Kwabuzia Dumbo tradition. And so since I share places, MPP votes in Shada and Koso. The only time my normal war constituency we Yendi and other places, no quite 208 no, it fizzled out. It no, but Omeri Majidi say, Nana Kwano Nim the Intia Ochusu. Even quite be a few a man Bruce area house Kwano. He didn't win that vote for the party. And they say while for a ball, if he had chosen someone like Derry, I think say it will make a very great impact. Well, Derry, a forceful speaker. But
straight away, Baumia is a wrong choice for you.
Maybe I feel say it's a wrong choice, and I've been very consistent. You know.
And the fact that Omapenida Rollins near 2 terms, Omapeni Kufuor near 2 terms, President Mills. And so
that might be replicated. If that might, because President Mills
that will be or might be
replicated.
Okay.
Because I see here the
but initially, Oka said, "Nyadi Audi say Kufuor do bet me a winning president."
But see, that might be replicated based on.
Okay.
I'm not giving you the premise.
Okay.
Say Nyama why and a man for sure. That's so money. Then they will decide.
But Nyama president I know Esweni.
Papa.
Esweni
I am presidented.
This is our president Ujitum.
Ujitum.
Okay.
Mama saying create another anomaly. You don't need an economist to turn an economy around.
What do you need?
You need a visionary leader, somebody who feels for his people, somebody who understands the heart of his people and tries to ameliorate.
CIA will be. You will be.
Oh, he has an economic management team which is working together with him. Uko Cuba, Federal Council, economics. Malaysia, Dr. Mahathir, economics. Even from from third world to first world, Singapore leader. No, he was not an economist.
Lin Kuan
Yew, he was not an economist. You need to be visionary, feel for your people, identify what they need, and prosecute it. So
for now, President Mills is that person.
I think so.
Okay. But that's it. Mama found call Asalam down again. Now you Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia. Your boy, Jane, so Nana Akufo-Addo yi no, ewie no. Some men say no kind. Yenti no.
Thank you very much for coming here. First of all, I would like to thank the Almighty Allah for this historic day. Without Allah's blessings and say so, this day would not have happened. I'd also like to thank the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, Nana Adom Akufo-Addo, for doing me the honor of again asking me to partner him in the 2012 election, and also take this opportunity to wish him a happy 68th birthday. I want to also thank very much our National Executive Council and the National Council for overwhelmingly and unanimously endorsing my nomination. I owe them so much gratitude. I know that this is a sacred responsibility that has been entrusted upon me. And I accept the challenge in all humility, and I hope to be able to rise up to that challenge with the blessings of Allah. I know that this nomination is one that people have talked about a lot. But I would like to say that this nomination is not about me personally, Mahmoud Bawumia. It is not about me. It is about the future of this country. It is about the youth of this country. It is about how we are going to transform this country. So my nomination would be meaningless unless it is linked to the total economic transformation of Ghana. And so we are looking at how we are going to take the opportunity that this will present to us, that we will present ourselves to the people of Ghana to ask for their mandate to be able to make Ghana a manufacturing hub of West Africa, to create jobs, to bridge the gap between the North and the South, to improve the welfare of our disenfranchised inner cities like the Zongos, Nimes and Chokos of our country. We need to improve their welfare, the people who have been left behind, in saving our national health insurance scheme, bringing free education. And these are the issues that we are going to be fighting for on behalf of the people of Ghana. And I stand here ready to partner Nana Akufo-Addo to deliver on his vision for Ghana, and the MPP's vision for Ghana is going to be jobs for our youth, jobs for our youth, and jobs for our youth. Thank you very much.
Adaroma and I yede South Voices on the brow. Na yebeko Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia Nikrum Wale Simon Ali Simon Akwawa.
Yeah, thank you very much.
How are you doing?
Good morning.
Simon, how are you doing?
By His grace, I'm doing well.
Okay, Simon is a member of the Northern Youth Network. Simon, how is Wale today, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia's hometown?
Yeah, let me say a very good morning to your viewers and listeners across the length and breadth of this country. As a matter of fact, Wale was in a jubilant mood as of yesterday, and today, as I speak to you right now, people are still on the streets jubilating here and there. So almost everybody here is happy. It's not only for the Mamprusis, but it's for Mamprugu. You know, there's a difference between Mamprusis and Mamprugu. The Mamprugu encompasses a lot of tribes, and that is what I am referring to.
Right. Now, the issues that people have raised is that, well, in 2008, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia was chosen by Nana Addo, but that constituency didn't really vote for him. What makes the difference now? What are the people saying? Are they now going to vote for the MPP in that constituency?
Yeah, my brother, you would recall in the 2004 general elections, you recall that the central region did not really vote very well for candidate Mills then. But in 2008, the results turned around. I think that even in the 2008 general elections, when you compare the Nana Addo Bawumia ticket and then compare it with that of Alhaji Aliyu Mahama, former President Kufuor's ticket, you realize that the votes that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia brought on board in the 2008 general elections went up appreciably. You know, they went up a bit. So I think this time around again, the people have regretted. We have, as a party, we have worked, and we are currently working with other minority parties like the PNCs, the CPPs, the PPPs, and what have you. Many people are joining forces this time around so that we can uplift the name of Ghana, and for that matter, the Nana and then Bawumia ticket.
And finally, Simon, you told us or indicated earlier to us that everybody seemed to be happy about this. Apart from they being happy, what are the expectations of the people of Wale once again when whilst Nana Addo has taken him as his running mate?
Yeah, all we are expecting is that at least we expect a lot of things from the Nana Addo Bawumia partnership. The NDC government has failed us woefully. The major policy to bridge the gap between the North and the South, that is through the Savannah Associated Development Authority has failed miserably. It's in a limbo. And the Ghanaians, and for that matter, the people of Mamprugu, are a bit disappointed. And we are expecting a messiah, the two messiahs like that of Nana and then Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Nana, who is a legal luminary, and that of Bawumia, who is also an economist of international repute, so that at least once the economy is on track, I think everything is going to follow.
And the opinion leaders in the town, do you have some of them around you? What are they also saying?
Yeah, they are also very happy and appealing to party members to approach their colleagues in the other political parties in a very polite way, so that this time around we can all come out and then galvanize votes for Nana Addo and then Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in the 2012 general elections. Right.
Simon, thank you very much for your time. We'll come back to you as and when the need arises. That's Papa.
You're welcome, sir. You're welcome.
All right. Northern Youth Network for Communication and I tell Kano. Maybe wrap up now. Remember, open your what are some more kind? You say 2008 and the constituency Walo Krano Oman to NDC we near. But I say amount for Kansas City there. Ombeto Obama MPP. What is
Yeah, Martin.
But also not are disappointed in the NDC.
Oh, and it's the figment of his own imagination. There's no scientific proof to that. So the numbers are disappointed. So I'm a kind of MPP year rally near the home says free. All right, but it doesn't reflect in the vote. Okay, BB say on Jindi say Bawumia ticket no Emfa Bibiama on board because in 2004 Central Region for and to about Mamas 208 or more. Research upon research findings a batch say a Central Region for any fees Professor Mills will not be his own man. He will work to the dictate of Rollins because no one so do declarations to Ababana. You will consult Rollins
24
hours. It never was Central Region for Central Region for to trust of Nadi. But to me, I certain who we need from that kind of negative mantra. No. And then ma or Indian who to 128 or 2 man. Now Bawumia, Mamprugu or Mampriso Wari area. Omun himself no fee. For the first time, Oman to Abam Farmano. I don't know the reason to Oman to Abam Farmano. Yasa Achusuni Biu. Mills delivered the whole region. He now has the choice of either delivering only Mamprugu or all of Northern region. And I think that it's not going to work out.
Right.
The other reason here, only Nanado ticket, no, or more votes, no, echo up to Saturn, the voter register, you revise it. More people have come into the register. Definitely, in terms of percentage, his votes will outstrip the one that Ali Muhammad had. Now, Sanaka says, Sadano, Ejija. Sadano, young kind of person say, Abaya Yizika, 200 million. $200 million. And the first tranche, 100, they are passing the amount.
Now, say, originally, the original idea, if we are called by the details of the NDC manifesto,
original idea is they will put in first 250 million and make sure
seed capital.
And
every
year they put in 100. They had a stakeholders conference, people made pledges. Those pledges have not been redeemed.
Manifesto promise.
The board is in place. The coordinating committee is also in place. The thing is running.
But manifesto promise because seed capital
taxpayers' money.
I agree.
If the money is available, they will use it for the national government.
That is another debate altogether. Dr. Bawumia, issues coming up and responses quickly.
Kaba. Mami nchia na menchia etiefo nyina na me shasi ene mama mo hwe me shasi with baby me nim say baby oye professor
me kama
bacho okana
ya ba baby o de fa no
so me
inviting so NDC me inviting so Yesabu
well I say no ensem no okeka no ohun they will all canon
but maybe a supporter of President Mills I know there no doubt
well and oye bias
Of course.
Insofar as judgment on issues in your concern.
When it concerns President Mills.
When it concerns President. And I mean, granted. But you better analysis, support. One, analysis about near President Mills. It means buy a central region for rejecting what's under the buy. One, as what say, President Mills went in as president.
The vice president.
Sorry, no, president.
As president.
President.
Oh, okay.
And not as a vice president.
Okay.
And you chat distinction, you know. Near friend on what you say. And Baumia did not go in as presidential candidate for MPP when you lose in 2008. That distinction is clear. Say yes, you do declaration. Is me do 24 hours. Near there, me 24 hours. And until 24 Antoine. No.
There were research findings that show that.
Well, that empirical data. That is put aside in the basket. Nian Kobio, let's not make the mistake. Say, Baumia was unknown political quantity at the time I presented, and it was a very short period of time. President Nana Akufo, found as vice running mate, didn't Babontin. So he was a virgin in the political field.
Compared to Vice President John Mahama.
Precisely.
Okay, well, who has been member of parliament all these years.
Not even that. He has been a minister.
Okay.
Communications, information, and before that, Japan embassy one. Now John had been dynamic. Baumia had been a technocrat, academic, Bank of Ghana, straight. Near train buy. Without a cry or back on a cry, no reason in the position. So he was unknown, unadulterated in the other Bible. Into Walla for Krano, even though be free water Krano, they probably won't own him. But this time around,
same time come me.
Sir, Ogo register, Ombe challenge you.
Go be so here or so
say no. One Nana Akufo-Addo a political so are you very astute.
This is more marketing in Tirana.
I know you're number one. Number two, loyalty. Akufo-Addo actually say, or your loyalty say, Baumia, unless Baumia had done anything say scandalous, Bibia a bit tentino, and Akufo-Addo bit Makase, Menfanema, because there was no reason say. Baumia first round on Akufo-Addo will beat Mills in Mahama. Will beat Womo. If it had been first past the poster, Anka, they would have been a bar for Yen Constitution.
49-47.
Precisely. 49-47. First past the post, they would have been elected. But the constitutional requirement, and no say, 50 plus 1. And no, they hold one back. So you cannot say, or non-entity say, on to me, Mills beko 2 terms. There is no written rule. Before that,
I mentioned a trend. Man can say
first one, second one, and also there was a whole woman.
But the NDC General Secretary disagrees. Now, me fan about Ura Sedun Ketia, General Secretary, Edema NDC. And a bra announcement, a buy, a chain como. Yenti some more kind.
Okay.
Commode far MPP matters arising selection of Dr. Mahamadou Baumia. Ahomasu Sesia, Ura Johnson Sedun Ketia, a General Secretary, Edema NDC. Obania said you get here, Yamo, aha, and Mwakaba.
Yeah, yo.
Maybe I saw Hunam Bokodia.
Oh, yeah, pa.
Yadanyamia said, and so dear chain. Obani Unianum MP before, Nadia Jebo, a Janyaba, Nanado, Dr. Mahamadou Baumia, say, one no to Franca or Afia Batun. Sana, what's here, Semino, Etofa?
Me say more because registration on the me abedru Sankore Kasape mem area Antino mente me say mo kan na wa yi ba umia.
Ba chwane.
Oh, send ya sem papa.
I didn't say. I didn't say some papa.
That is a return match. A new strategy. You know, Obroni say if you continue doing the same things the same way, you can expect a different result. And you know, I say Professor Mills ne John Mahama. And the Koshia Baumia and a Koshia Baumia
Nanado.
And the results were by and say, and one a beba. Now the Ebemana Fekran say, Nanado Nibaumia or no. Now I'm going to achieve a Ketiapa any incumbency. They say, no short and free. Enti mi uhu kwanya ombetumi afaso na wo mo asesa wo mo chebre enti say results okro no a eba no a better result for NDC kra and beba say ansana adi ekoso ise yebe yi running mate MPP for Nankasa Naba out Abekase Baumia take it no. Womu home fatwa. Every day, yes, him Baumia family, Nankasa NDC family. Enti Ninianum Yina last year, or running meeting, Ninianum Yina, almost to my NDC for. New Chrome conference in Okrayafa. Enti who what it adds to that ticket. Now, yes, sir. He's a gentleman, and a young so into a bit to me. Or call now when you're training Kaka say, I got that to be above not say 2012 vice president. I opened the year. Meaning it's a no Argentina or G2 will be a future BBB now organizable.
Right.
Na can say we the return match na ball or
doing ketia na long interview nti betwa so ote analysis no rest doing ketia ora ba omia se na busuafo nyina ya ndis for ni wo for se ni maami o se ni papa bi ya ambassador to Burkina Faso ni
President Mills na busuafo ni be MPP for I know there is neither here nor there entwaku and no kind incumbency no masa incumbency na President Mills no onye vice president okuta wo mu ye incumbent ye kunyani free nisem enti eno de e wo ye incumbent it doesn't mean say Ghana for abrewa ya brew eno de ye
na say aban we Ghana for abrew
minia hwe mami ntro
baby asama
President Mills will show gross disloyalty to President Rawlings. President Rawlings aka. See a car disloyalty. President Rawlings and a cofa President Mills. Or 10 years President Rawlings in ya NDC mo with Obed no money idea guzi no will break your way if the President Mills. Aya President Rawlings cofa no buy say or what po one po no ano pepen. Swedro declaration. Edwechre then I buy. And then President Rawlings ni trusted a yiba kopa aka. President Rawlings the count papers mo say Kofi Adams, the one a forceful, logically thinking, honest person wakawo leadership of the NDC. Ye na to. On one can say President Mills are surrounding him with greedy bastards. President Mills it go slow. Na the government no na ban no. It lost the election 2 months into President Rawlings, founder of the NDC party, a castigate on one now this was say Papa Carpenter a koklo da come do Debia tosa okay
na sasa no
okoka okumasi no o ti ase
cheba se
o ta kokko ba ku abedi Debia tosa onipa akwa fa na be and I think how.
Now I go what I go. What can I say? Also, what can I say?
Kokro de come do hey. Then we are tosa. That would ye cover. Ain't President Rollins? What was say? President Mills. Amemwe and Koye. Nanyamina Mikon. One kasa founder of party or she.
Baby say unprecedented achievement. President Chwaka, unprecedented achievement.
Unprecedented underachievement. Now, I'm not saying no, and I'm not saying it. I'm saying it from the perspective of the founder of NDC.
And now, Muji Rollins idi. So can't someone Muji tum. Because some are more 8 years or can be chere mu pa.
But I'll see.
Some mo ya kronfo, mo kunya na, mo you say yenchimungum. Now the problem or with President Mills is because Oba no ontimi chimungum to prison.
Oh, I don't think so, Sana.
No, waka.
No, waka as don't can say ontimi or see. Now obeti President Mills, what power does President Mills have to arrest people and then to determine one more guilt or innocence? And no the only power no air court. Now no President Rollins in some more can say. Asoko no maybe a woman to try on extra President Rollins Mills. I won't more dear, one more man, one more grab sika no to send you know. MPP cry time and no yeah allegations, you know. Now ye won yes cat to send you we are under President Mills's watch.
Zum we are kakra.
Oh, Kaba, ye we are Argentina. Mine yet na court NDC are buying the nako court. Wakwa prove say we ska one fan to mu. And no dear, listen, I am here ready say MPP ni bia bokro no. No mu use rule of law. And then back before a court of competent jurisdiction. Na court no differ. And no dear. What who can challenge that?
Right.
Can't challenge that. But one year is trial by a media ne adia one mu din window ne castigate one mu twa troubles crofo so ye wono enti baby de minim ye ye say baby 360 degree na that for the baby
only part is Mrs. Sanade.
Oh Mrs. is only a fool who doesn't change your mind. But baby tell me enti a ene President Mills any wakodi na chi a founder no order ne bear mu no edra o say na yire say President Mills no ko wiem wo sunyane aba no woto ye no ko wiem na wo mo cheche sika 500 Ghana cedis each. Na masa sika no ko fa we fa. Where did they get the money from? What is going on? Enti ye ka sem a na the Menua Johnson say dum get ya madam for pa Menua no be ka say ba o mia busuafo nyina and masa eno de what to say wale for ka say na nya wale nko Northern votes now or the BEM last time no. As those who chain near Kufo any aliu the BEM. And now we near there no by about over 150,000. Now second round no. What you lucky say CPP ni other small parties you know. One ebe boom and what the man. But this time around no. It ain't happening that way.
Me da say, my main cow say ye jumedi bro or Adom TV Badwam na ogusare no. Idin microfinance so as I say me jumedi bro. Idin say or idin foundation idin koso and afi idin toma promotion susu ade o me ho adwuma yi pa na sebe o say obanyansafo suatatia ne hunu nyansa na tatia di na oje bi to ho a wo nipa ebe de na obinya sika na fa akransie eni ti yenko idin ne fa sika nkusie ho nkrobata hodo no ye pi de chem so tano so Sokoban village asafu market bi ho afo nkwanta nkare afijase oboase enafe bibia ni new edubiase dompase wanchi Rollins Park na nua no makwa bie na kwa mekroma circle ene dunkofin 0548416292 0548416292 ene idin for number ubetimi ene omo edin so ye je omo krato na aba ye ba you will move on to other issues, politics. President Rollins say, "Ampa, so ba beti party for frana." You go find you buy beto aso. Akwa bi ma mpani for atena se wura bebi ansaba dodo no asa no mfre no didi ankasa e de Ebenezer Atosam managing editor the Punch newspaper and afin so no ora Kofi say Amiao MPP parliamentary candidate former deputy trade minister former no so ampe say yenye charity future president future president Edema o my Ghana e koma ye di Alhaji Ba o ma de na ba besene ko na no krese NDC emu ba beche na no krese o mampenda da Rollins e ba beche party ana e na wo hwe daily guide o brokata na wo de aba Rollins or JJ forms new party yeah o kan sem no a bit confusing it's say baby as owura Kofi Adams so che say an enkofo push o mampenda da Rollins want party for echire so no say oh omunya nka kire so wati party bia echire so asem say oh okwakope sika bi e de aba nom de aba party no National Democratic Party no ho nkomodie no bisi basa na ye eti ha de bebi sa se ekoba se yampa na bibi sai kwa akoba ho sunsanso on the NDC ebe ye de Obani Kofi
sa semuya ye hu wo say assembly banner se Frank
asem kese e ba Frank ensi so
na we abe e be a teaser na wo hwe nsema President Rollins ka na nsenya especially Kofi Adams yeah wo mu yi ni free party ni mo no no wonim say Kofi Adams no or your President Rollins ne special aid ansa na pray deputy general secretary no na pray deputy general secretary no womoko game funka no wonim say Kofi Adams no supporto Mrs. Rollins ono ye campaign nyina wamaka say ukutu President Mills President Rollins ankasa jana irechi yekutu President Mills enunti say even po and mean to say conversation no without the voice expert recording no say Kofi Adams spoke as say will be two emails na me de enya de foforo because President Rollins na
say ampa kan sa
say empo
enya
nwanwa because President Rollins dey abetu dwa na ira challenge President Mills na on two wufra de onim so untimi win intra ono ko akwa ji tumi no na wa beti abeye Frank atuni ama NDC enti na sa asem ya almost say Kofi Adam so ono no support odi maame ye ni fonka ana meboa woko so edro infasu tamale na se sunyane ekoye sa na eme nyina enti say even po so kan ekra na nya asem foforo but esa ne say wo be so take President Rollins on say party no ye founder no kra no ye leadership meeting ni ye ko susu niema ho yakwadwendwe niema ho kra ono founder no on kan bi
but opani o kan say na na mbisa say NDC they have survived very turbulent times Guzitano ete ne ho DFP 40 omo but the party survived and then the chess say pampo say President Rollins person ne ho what difference will it make the MDC would almost survive
I can swear my bottom dollar say Guzitano is no match to President Rollins. Neither is so bad as Samoa. How can you even compare? You are talking about somebody who stood against a military dictatorship. Champion. Okacha champion musanko be kumwo nyina a treno or come out with uprising June 4th. Obey popular. Obed no nyina PV obi won awo totobi kwati mu nyina na nya ne kwara no wom enya won kwara no even Professor Mills kwara no won mention ase but these people were not under Obed. Professor Mills was never under Obed. Some of these people were not. They were all Rollins's people. And don't me fagusi no mon compare obi a we be di o man so virtually how many years 19 good years presidents. Now they we no beto to fifi we no beto ebekoto.
The NDC will break apart.
I'm telling you, sir, if President Rollins decides to break her, you will see, sir, NDC no, ebe collapse. Election no, 2012. won't me win it. Now if say obi say won betimi winning na President Mills without President Mills supporter, and they must be joking. And no there I don't think the media baby would even President Mills ono kura no nienti agusi no mu ekunto say he was an outsider. President Mills has never been a cadre. So your cadre kura na bia tete nkruma time yampania CDP time.
And for you, the NDC will not survive. Say a Kobase President Rollins says
if we have another party called National Democratic Party against the national, then we are going to see President Mills and President Rollins both mounting the platform and campaigning and moving,
baby,
and getting there. Now, how long the Ebeka say President Rollins who said the support base, a voter, and a President Mills in some free central region. Now, they have all been riding on the back of President Rollins. NDC, ground operations now, full soldiers now. We can't so. Now, Yakoko to Obama President Mills war, Sunyano. The cadets were not the ones who were voting, but they are the groundsmen, the real troopers that were and I'm telling you, sir, if there is any mobilization of the troopers now, few soldiers now, President Rollins is a better organizer at that.
Baby, me and you, Simanai, just like he has. Now, you can wrap up.
Yeah, just organize Simanai.
Any kitwe.
You see, politicians, they're cunning people, very cunning. Honorable Tiano Bisa say, "Oh, yes, me make 360 degrees." I make a map of some message to Mahama. The Bena MPP for social is some Kasama Rollins. One MPP was in power. Look at the treatment they gave to Rollins. To the extent that the candidates is Kwamoji here. And now about how is to the virtues of Rollins.
Oh, because
Rollins, you be a kind of politics very inconsistent. Rollins has fought with everybody except himself, his wife, and people who are close to him. They see how Osusa didn't a big to say Koyochi Kata, PV or BMO was the best no year. They say Rollins on record. Somewhere in 1994, or Mem House, PV or being Kofi Adom. What dear? Kofi Adom has my year came. Or say voice no, and then the voice. But the other voice no, obeying him the head of voice, which is Gabi or Sari Ochodaku, director Dankwa. Dankwa Institute. Asa the only one kasa. Why would just see an awokase? Could do by make allegations say game for 2 or 5 million. That has been the running theme of most of the statements that Kofi Adams here immediately after the Sunyani Congress, and that conversation is captured in the tape. Osa first said that Gabi Bisani say, and how atmosphere no intimidating na. You can hear a certain voice. I'm not saying say Kofi Adams.
Okay.
But you can say you can say but Gabi ni obi kasai. Gabi consists say only Kofi Adams have had so many conversations. And Kofi Adams has also admitted say only Gabi are having so many conversations. On that occasion, just after the Sunyani Congress, who was Gabi engaging in that conversation? Yet let's leave it there. They see I say I can't person say Rollins Obeti Party. National Democratic Party, Kaba, who shall they be as if for a yedding? Your party, I would do Muja and the sign here. Party called the first a preamble, or then the constitution say it was founded
on the
ideals and virtues of Right Lieutenant J.J. Rollins. Which is true.
Probity,
accountability, and social justice.
And that is what he's saying.
Sa constitutional, party constitutional, and the guide do from 92 to 2000. And also, I know Professor Mason John Mahama and no team. I'm going to and I said, "Ne, what party?" She said, "Why running away from the team?" That is point number one.
I don't know what they Juma.
The other ones in the say, "Yatini da say, the entire na couldn't do a Bible contest game and I get at a mess and endorse and say, "I a party in co-opposition so that they can control it." And it's now the mosquito mo, take it very seriously. The content of the so-called tape recording now must say because it says we'll make sure we'll send Professor Mills to opposition, which is consistent with their own agenda. Say, my party new. Now the other one.
Now send the Mama Canada. Mrs. Greg,
it is consistent. It is consistent. The other one.
So they are aware.
Moving forward.
No, if they are aware
now. Say me most trusted lawyer and logical man of integrity. Or share mo no mo ye adwuma no. Mo yi na didia. The most logical thing for us to do is to found our party.
Would they survive
it is speculated.
Outside? Would they survive?
So, but whether they will survive or not, no, one I had the full into no and survive them to me at the body. But to me, I say, Honorable Baladomenu Namtiso baby say, a crying in the back, a call baby no movie book. No more Korea, she a crying by the mama. Now, what day she said I was your cousin, they did in the area. Abro, a yen crest of more funny party. Nay, abro. Nay, but some of the bob of some most abro. Now, the other ones who say, I don't know the baby in my pouch. My last point, I must say, voice is beefy, party in strongholds, Water region, Northern region, Brown for certain parts of our shadow, because I'm restore hope into the NDC. Now, my tier interview, so by someone granted some time ago, the late visitor said, almost see, NDC for now, they don't even believe in multi-party democracy. That is why the name of the party is called NDC, which is a Congress. Until Nippon also won't believe in multi, and Ronald himself has said it. So he doesn't believe in multi-party, even though he was forced to admit to it. They say, for former parties, they also become politicians, you know. Then last but not least point, my role is in the young margin say, voter, ni novino, to Obama, because the party is now in power. And people who were, were non-entities are now enjoying the purposes of it. They will not let it go.
Gentlemen, Madam was a brand new dear tia, na ye issue back me very dear to my heart, utility issues, water and electricity. Michelle Bosse, Nyami Adoma, Edwada, Sassam, Yabeka, na yahe baby, say a day and some new go. A bretia, ye debesia, na yaba, or text messages, or the buy and shaking kind, and say, Edema, Ura, Ebenezer to some. Do do na friend of baby and Saba, Ura, to some, semu for the ma, the punch, the Bokrata, and I think so. Ora Kofi say Amiao aspiring MP, future MP.
Say MP no be that. I dey see ni monja mo bi do bi so gwe.
E be for ye kwani aba ye ni idi.
Let's say as well.
Microfinance for Komodi. Ye ni GS for Komodi. Entimi anko ba bia.
No this ka Australia o. O jati o be di